Hello. Yeah. We're gonna go on a mission right now. So will you come with me?
He was seeing the world in a way that the rest of us didn't, and in a way that the rest of us couldn't. And time and convention meant absolutely nothing to him.
He had this light around him. Wherever he went, shone light on people and made their lives better.
Maybe we should do this another time.
These are really kids. They are really teenagers. They are in high school. So much so that after they perform the first kiss, you know, the actress is kind of wiping her mouth, like wiping it away. So you're seeing that real youth, you know, and they were very young. And I think Heath stood apart from that group. I mean, there was something that was very wise about him. I was struck by the fact that he felt like an old soul, even though he was, I think, 19 or 20. He just seemed, you know, wise beyond his years.
Off-screen, Heath was a man of many roles. One of them, the tortured superstar. He loved being an actor, but hated being famous. He made his feelings known to Tara Brown on 60 Minutes.
Do you live a celebrity lifestyle? Do you drive around in convertibles?
Let's wave to the paparazzi.
You love the paparazzi.
Piss them off. Hey guys, how you doing? Yeah. Jerks.
You don't like them?
No, man. They like hound you. They sit out there and follow you. And, it sucks.
Heath was the most alive human. And if it wasn't on the edge, it didn't interest him.
There were always cameras around. A video camera or a Polaroid camera or the film camera. That's the only way I think of him, with the camera in the hand.
He called me one day from the set, really upset. He was having a hard time and he was struggling, just a crisis of confidence. He would get caught up in the fear of whether or not he could accomplish what he wanted to do. He kind of almost pulled out of every movie he ever ended up doing.
He's a bit of a romantic character. Are you a romantic bloke?
I think so. I think, yeah.
In what way?
Oh God. I think in life in general, you know, I mean, it's one thing to be romantic in love, but I think romance, it's a universal thing in terms of, you know, in life. I think it's important to be romantic. I guess, I don't know.
What does that mean?
I was hoping you would know that.
You know, the character, the movie is about his journey, and it was just the journey that I fell in love with, and the fairy tale aspect of the story I loved. Why? Oh, because it was going to be fun, that's all. I knew it was going to be fun. I liked the fact that he was noble in here and here as opposed to materialistically. I liked him stomping on the aristocracy. You know, I was like, yeah, down, down. It was good. I like doing that. And
what's the closest you've ever come to giving up acting?
Yesterday. No, look. If I'm that close to giving up acting, I'd just give it up because that means there were too many problems or whatever. I love acting and I have a lot of fun. The whole process of acting, the whole process behind the camera just intrigues me no end. But as soon as that disappears, as soon as the fun and friendship of it that I have just deteriorates, I'll walk away. It's not hard.
That's how he learned. He never studied anything, really. He was self-taught. He could really see what he was doing and how to do that better or different. He'd make a lot of things just for himself, just to teach himself.
Whenever Aang does speak, certainly during this time, it was always very few words, and they were always very profound, somewhat poetic little statements that just somehow made complete sense, you know, perfect sense. I think one of the things he focused in on me is, obviously you can see me sitting here when I'm nervous, my hands are like going everywhere, and it's very hard for me to stay still, and I'm even like that kind of in the rehearsal process. I'm kind of, you know, spitting on my words, and Aang would just, I think, you know, he saw that in me, and he would just keep on repeating, you know, stillness, stillness, stillness. And so I was like, okay, well, this is obviously my weakness, you know, on this job. And
it's obviously about two men in love, and it's obviously gay themed, and it's very easily labeled. But unfortunately, people are very quick in life to label something that they're uncomfortable with. The pure fact of it is it transcends a label. It's human. It's a story of two human beings, two souls that are in love. It's like, get over the fact that there's two men. That's the point. The movie is not a story about an epidemic or a virus.
I'm in no hurry to go out and work right now. I think once this is all over and it calms down, Michelle, Matilda and I are moving to Europe, and we're actually getting out and we're going to travel around for a year. And I haven't worked in a year, and I'm not planning to work for another year if I can. I'm just going to grow my belly and and bounce my daughter.
And he says, why so serious?
I knew there was an opportunity for a new version of the Joker, and that excited me, and I also knew instantly what to do. I locked myself away for 6 weeks in a room, and I kind of came up with this creep. Walk around like a madman in finding posture, finding stance. Finding his voice is very important, because when you find the voice, you find the breath within the voice. It was the most fun I've had with a character, hands down. Creatively, it was just, it was too good to be true.
Heath was just totally transparent in his vulnerableness when he wanted to be. I mean, it was just like his heart was out there beating publicly. And that's what I think was always interesting, how one minute we'd be laughing and telling jokes, and then the camera would turn over, and suddenly here's a guy who was just this raw heart beating away and totally unprotected and vulnerable and not afraid to go there. That's what always intrigued me. Fearless was always the word that we kept using with Heath. Wow, look at that. And most of us would, take after take, we'd sit there and our jaws would drop. It was wonderful.
Like people that never met him, people that he touched through his work, people that he touched because of friendships, because of whatever. Like he was just it was a force of nature, and to be in the presence of that, and I think I can speak for us both and say that we feel really lucky to have met him and to have been in a creative situation with him.